Well, I'm 5 episodes into Batwahmen, and it's really not getting any better at this point. I think I'm just kind of finishing it out just to see what they do. Hello, everyone. I am Mecha Random 42, your favorite YouTube harpy, and yeah, I watched Batwahmen episode 5. Mine is a long and sad and boring and takes forever to get to the point. Long drawn out soap opera tale, aka the Batwohmen Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, I know what you're thinking on the thumbnail. How does this? Well, spoilers. It's full spoilers. I'm just gonna kind of tell you what happened to the episode and what I thought about it. Oh, so we get some more backstory. Like, they're just dragging this out so much at this point. And I guess that's the point of the show where, okay, who is it? It's like, did they not have a whole series of stuff to... I don't know. I think I kind of prefer the Batwoman stuff or Batman or any of these sort of superhero shows to be like a give me a villain of the week sort of thing. Maybe that's just a personal preference. They kind of have it, but everything is so related and wrapped up into Kate Kane and her, is this Beth? Is this not Beth? Sort of drama mystery that I'm kind of at the point where stop asking. You're 5 episodes in. Is it Beth or not? I'm just going to say yes, okay? Because I think they're implying it, but then they still have all these little doubts and this and that and da. So I think, spoiler, it's going to be Beth. Beth is Alice, etc., etc. We learn some of her backstory, more of like why she's a little crazy. Apparently, that after she had, after last week's big reveal of the stepmother ending up faking or bribing the coroner to say, hey, yeah, these deer bones are the daughter, just so that the husband moves on. And after all that, we learn actually what happened to little Miss Beth Alice, whatever the crap they're calling her in this one. She got taken by a creeper, by a real weirdo, by Leatherface. This show goes full Leatherface. There's talks of, they're taking skin from the morgue and they're making masks. And okay, I saw Slayer do Dead Skin Mask live. I can appreciate it for what it is. No, it's based on a Geen, and I know that's what Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Psycho and all those things are inspired by. In a Batwoman show, however, it's a little weird and off-putting. I mean, I guess maybe this was supposed to be like the spooky Halloween episode because it aired a couple days after Halloween. A lot of times shows do that where like the creepiest and the scariest of all of them air after their... it's so apparently she gets taken by a guy who's abusive to his son, who's got like a giant burn all over his face. It might be a birthmark, might be a burn, we don't know. Kid was probably tortured and burned by this guy because the guy's clearly an abuser. He's got like a skin, like a face there in a sink, like he's curing human skin because he's gonna give it to the kid as a mask. So the kid feels normal. So the guy's not right in the head. The kid's not right in the head. And Alice is there, they lock her in the basement because, she's smart. Well, Beth, she's smart. She figures out, hey, if in fact you did call the police, why are they still looking for me? Shouldn't my dad be here? Because the guy lies and says, oh yeah, we called the cops, etc., etc. So, does not have a happy childhood in this one. And clearly you wouldn't if you're, turned into a big criminal mastermind, deranged serial killer, whatever the crap she is, right? I get it. It took a while to get to. I think, it's one of those shows where you just have to kind of turn your brain off and do other stuff in the background, and then it's watchable. But then there's better stuff you can actually watch and pay attention to. But if you just want something as background noise that you aren't going to be too invested in, this show's fine for that. It's not the best. It's not the worst. I've certainly sat through worse seasons of Sanctuary, over on the Sci-Fi Channel. I've certainly... Stargate Universe is better than this. But that's not saying a whole lot. This is better than Discovery. Everything's better than Star Trek Discovery because, like I said, they hold the camera still. Some of the acting's kind of fun and over the top. So yeah, there's this kid who I guess they have like a little brother-sister bond with, this kid that she's in the torture house, in the capture house. And of course, everything, they gotta go right back to that, as adults. Oh yes, hey, this is where I was held. And here's the thing, right? The girl even calls the dad, right? The girl calls her dad and says, "Hey, I'm Beth. Are I'm here. Come get me. Come rescue me." Of course, they have this whole coincidental thing where this guy, the kid's Mouse, right? The kid is Mouse. I don't know if that's like an actual villain that they've used later on or whatever, because I don't care about Batwoman as far as the comics are concerned, and no, I'm not gonna read them. It's not a character that's super interesting. I mean, she's not Batman, right? She's wannabe Batman. I'm in Batman's house stealing his crap, using his stuff because I want to be Batman. That's all this really is, and it's fine for what it is. There's not nearly enough giggity scenes in this one. There is no chick on chick makeout scenes in this one at all. Very disappointed. That being said, the episode's a lot more watchable than last week's, because I kind of tend to like the horror stuff anyway. Like I said, seen Slayer live. Know a thing or two about Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Psycho and horror movies in general. Not something that I'm like super shying away from here. It's just a little weird to see it on CW network television. Maybe that's me. Maybe it's because I haven't been like the hugest TV watcher the past decade, and I don't know. So yeah, we find out that yes, that's Alice. She was gonna, the kid, this Mouse kid with the thing on his face, right? He's a mimic, apparently. Like, the best one ever. He can just interpret or impersonate people's voices. So I'm thinking, oh, gee, this would be an interesting twist if this were actually, if this were somebody just impersonating the sister, and it's not the sister anyway. Oh, no, it's an actual character. Well, then, make the one thing that could be sort of interesting, because that's the whole thing. Is it the sister, is it not? And that's what they're really trying to play on. And the fact that it's taken them 5 episodes of this stuff is like it's getting a little old. That being said, like the kid basically is like a grown-up Macaulay Culkin back in the in the dark times that we don't talk about. He's since come back and he's doing good for himself now. But the kid, they just show how incompetent this father is too. Like the father of Kate and Beth or whatever. They finally trace her back. She kidnaps Kate again, because of course you have to have one kidnapped and then the other's kidnapped. They go back and forth kidnapping each other. It should be a drinking game. How many times these characters kidnap each other and hold each other prisoner. That's pretty much the theme of this series. So yeah, full spoiler. This guy fucking gets stabbed like a bitch, like Kylo here. I don't know how much of this I can actually show you here, but. Yeah, she's like, "Hey, I'm Beth. Remember this? And he's like, "Hey, where's Kate? She starts flipping out. Stop talking about her. Blah, blah, blah. And she's gonna kill herself here. She's gonna kill herself. And of course, she's got a knife, right? If somebody here, I'll let you guys guess what happens. Guess what happens to this character? She's got a knife in her hand on her wrist. Her dad comes and talks her down. Guess what's going to happen to him? If you said the same thing that they did in Force Awakens with Kylo and what's his nuts, Han Solo here, you'd be right here. So yeah, it gets a nice little bit of stabby. She goes on, stabs him in the gut right here, because why the crap wouldn't you, right? Why wouldn't you? That's the little kid version. Yeah, I don't want to show too much of this, but yeah, it's not the greatest show. And of course, because he's the main character, of course he doesn't die or anything. It's just all for naught. It's just all for effect. Just to rip off The Force Awakens, just to show how incompetent he is as a crime fighter. I guess he's compromised because that's his kid. I don't know. He's just now realizing, oh shit, she's alive. It's an exhausting episode. It's really exhausting. And then, so Beth's got this new dude here that she's like, I don't know, she's like making out with him or what. So this is Leatherface here. He wears the masks and shit now. This is that little kid grown up that was impersonating her, by the way. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. Are they making out? Are they siblings? Oh, da-da-da-da. So they're both... He's like, oh, we're mad, aren't we? Oh, God. He's gonna be like Mouse. Okay, so this is all Alice in Wonderland theme. I gotta remember this Alice in Wonderland mythology. Never was a fan of Alice in Wonderland, actually. I always found a little Victorian girl telling everybody how rude they are to be, I don't know, quite rude and in need of a spanking. herself. So maybe, you know, I guess that's the best way to describe this. The show kind of needs a spanking. It needs more giggity scenes, more girl and girl kissing, and less Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Figure out what you want to be. Are you a crime drama? Are you a comedy? Are you a Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Oh, I didn't even get into the part with the stepsister who's like the doctor chick. You know, she's like party girl in public but complete serious doctor. She's drunk out of her freaking mind here, wanting sister time with Kate and jealous that Kate's there with her real sister. It's cringe. It's cringe, but it's not the worst thing I've ever seen, obviously. It's just, it depends on what mood you're in. If you're going into this like, I can't wait for the next one, you're probably going to enjoy it. If you're like me and you're kind of reviewing this just because you started and you don't want to finish it, I don't know. I guess this was better than last week's. It was probably about a 7 out of 10, to be fair, because once you kind of get past the initial boring part, once I get more into okay, this is the creepy house, then you can kind of just turn your brain off. I don't like having to turn my brain off, though, so I find myself, you know, surfing the internet, getting on Twitter, stopping quite a bit when I'm watching this. I don't know. Are you guys watching this? What do you guys think? So tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I have merch. If you guys are tired of, let me see if I can pull that up real quick. I don't know if I can pull it up quickly. Oh, it's on my Twitter. Yeah, I can pull it up real quickly on Twitter. We have merch. Movies are not mandatory. Well, there's the sticker. You can get that in like a sticker. You can get it in a t-shirt, any color you want. Just any color you want. They all look pretty decent. You know, and you can wear that when you go see anything other than Star Wars, or, you know, wear it to Star Wars. Just let them know that we don't need them. We don't need to see every crapping thing that comes out. We got tanks, tees, hoodies. There's gonna be more. Gonna have a Justice for John Connor one up there too. So thank you guys so much for watching. I am Mecha Random 42, and I will see you guys on the next video, live stream, or wherever. Bye! Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!